Hi YouTube family, it's Daughter of the Most High. Watched a couple videos recently and I want to share them with you. And they're both having to do with the triple helix. Two videos by, it was Pastor Jerry Tony, now he goes by Prophet Jerry Tony. And he's got a YouTube channel that I've been watching for quite some time because he speaks so directly about the current agenda. And so he breaks down Revelation 13:16, and he also talks about the triple helix, as does Hugo Talks. I am very new to Hugo Talks channel, but somebody pointed me in that direction the other day, and I actually forgot about it initially because I've been a little bit busy. Actually, I've been a lot busy, but I forgot about it, and the Lord brought it back to me. So I watched this video yesterday, and I want to share a portion of it with you right now. So I'm going to move my phone over and share just a clip, and then I'm going to just about a 2-minute bit of his video, and then we're going to chat. I wanted to point this out. Look at this pillow. It's like a pillow of royalty, the purple, the gold trim, the crown right here, and then the world set within that. And you can see by what this is how they're celebrating the triple helix, the changing of the DNA. And they're not even hiding it anymore. It's not even like a wink, 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 what are we doing? No, it's right out in your face and lighting up along the ground. And they're stating that they're telling us that this is royalty. This is supreme. The person that wears the crown is the queen, the supreme being. And then they go on to celebrate the DNA right here.
When she lit up the tree of trees, they called it.
Yeah.
Basically, it looks like the tree of knowledge or the tree of life. And when she lit it up, as you can see here, what many people said at the time, it looks like she pressed a button on a globe.
Yeah.
And that set off a lit up pattern, which initially looks like a double helix pattern that went along the ground to the tree, a ceremony, a symbolic ceremony, no less. But if you look at it and the way the lights form along the ground, you can see that it is a triple helix being lit up and going to the tree of life. Oh.
So that to me is so in your face, and so I'm just adjusting my camera real quick. I'm just shocked by it. They did this ceremony, I believe, on June 6, 2022. June is the 6th month of the year, and then it's the sixth day, and then 2 + 2 + 2 in 2022 is 666. They are being so overt in, they're not hiding anymore. It's right out, and how people are missing this, it is beyond me how people cannot see what they're doing. They're putting their agenda right out, like, look what we're doing. Look, this is what we celebrate. We have occasions to celebrate it. They did that with the Space Needle in Seattle, Washington, and they had DNA strands in that for New Year's Eve, January 1st, 2021. They showed DNA then too. They were hinting and telling, and I'm just so amazed by it. So anyway, what I wanted to share was Hugo Talks' 19-minute video on the triple helix strand, and he goes into some interesting information about that and about our DNA and how our DNA, he entitles the, where is it? Does this prove that this is the mark of the beast? Is the fact that it's changing our DNA and it's adding a third strand, and he explains it much better than I can right now. I just wanted to show you a little bit about the video, and I'll put that in the description, and I'll also put Jerry Tony's too. He's talking about it too, and that is
interesting that 144,000, that number is mentioned. Now, why is this important? And what has this got to do with the mark of the beast? Okay, so now we're going to get onto the meat and potato. If we take this theory of a person's individual gene count being 144,000, we've got the double helix, okay? The double helix of the DNA, the two strands, yeah? One strand of genes from the mother and one from the father, okay? 72,000 each, combining to make 144,000 genes. So we have two strands of DNA, 72,000 per strand of DNA, totaling 144,000 genes. That's the original genetic code of man, okay? Now, what if they added a third strand to everyone's DNA? That third strand would also have to be 72,000 genes. So you would have 72,000 plus 72,000 plus 72,000, which would add up the total genetic code of a man and make it 216,000 in total, with 3 strands of DNA, a triple helix, as opposed to the 140,000 genes in the double helix. Now, if you take the mark of the beast, as it says in the Bible, it says in the Bible, here is wisdom, let him have understanding, count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 66. Okay, it's very particular about that. Okay, so it says the number is 600. Then it says 3 score. A score is 20. So that is 3 20s, which is 60. And then number 6. So we have 600, 60, and 6. Now, if you multiply 600 by 60 by 6, you multiply those numbers as they are exactly said in the Bible, and the answer is 216,000, the exact same number of the triple helix, of what would happen if they added a third strand to your DNA and made it a triple helix. You'd have 216,000, which just so happens to be 600 by 60 by 60, if you multiply them numbers as said in the Bible, stated as the mark of the beast. And that is, of course, if there is 72,000 genes per strand, which, of course, these scientists say isn't the case now, but they...
He goes on to talk about that a little bit more. You can watch that in the video, but I just found it so... Sorry, I'm adjusting my camera. I've got to point it downward to pick up my screen, but I find it so interesting what they're saying, and it also makes me sad. I have to tell you, it makes me sad, because I was hoping before, like I shared several videos ago, probably a couple months ago, that I was hoping that this in fact was not, and I'm thinking it is. And what breaks my heart is the people that I know that have taken it, and it makes it so hard to think of them and to think of their eternity, and they don't even realize what they've done. They don't realize what they've done. So this is something that I appreciate learning, but also hurts my heart, makes my heart heavy for the people I know that have participated in this. So I wanted to share that much of it, just a few snippets here from Hugo Talks video. Again, I will link that one. It's 19 minutes, and I will also link Jerry Tony's part 1 and part 2, and where he breaks down, he talks a little bit about this, the triple helix, and then he also talks about Revelation. He breaks down Revelation 13:16 in the Greek, and that's pretty interesting too. So just, I always like to share with you what the places where I'm at as far as what the Lord is showing me. And again, I'm not one of those people. Oh, I didn't want my dog to stand on my Bible because the pages are so, so thin that I didn't want him to tear a page. I'm open to Revelation. What was it? The book of Revelation. Anyway, I didn't want him to tear the page. Chapter 13 I was on. So I still don't have the time to study like other people do, but I do have time to watch videos and share some of the things that the Lord is bringing to me, and that's what I do. I have very little content that is, something that the Lord directly speaks to me or something that I've studied. I'm in a place in life where things are a little bit hectic, and so the best I can do right now is just share what the Lord brings to me, and then I bring it to you. So anyway, that's how it is right now. And who knows what the Lord has for me up the road, but this is where I am right now. Anyway, it's getting late. I'll let you go. Be sure to see the video links in the description. Have a great rest of your day.